When buying new golf clubs, often people spend a lot of money on a new driver, loads of money on new irons, and even a lot of money on a new bag. But when it comes to wedges, how much should you spend? Or does it all come down to skill? Let's do it.
And let's do it now. I see some magic. Always playing some magic.
Look what we've got in here for you, Chris. There's some outstanding specimens of wedges in here. Keep the Vokeys in because they're for me.
Guessing these top quality.
These are for you. Couple of pound each, not that much, part of a set. I can't even tell you how much these are, Chris, because they're part of a 159 set where you get a kind of full set of half clubs.
Oh yeah.
So
They're different.
So hi everyone, James Robinson here. Guys, first things first, before we get into this video, thank you ever so much for watching. If you are new here, please make sure you do consider smashing that subscribe button below and leave us a like. Whoa, you can't be practicing with them. Oh, look at that.
They're a delight. Too much spin.
Too much spin. I was actually really confident about this video until I've just seen him hit that chip shot. So guys, today we are testing a short game expert with a cheap set of wedges that shouldn't be that good, shouldn't be that versatile, against me with a set of VOKEY wedges that are quite expensive, are probably the best wedges on the market and should be the most versatile wedges on the market. We're going to play a couple of very difficult golf shots and see, is it skill or is it equipment? All the gear.
And James has no idea.
That's not very nice. Right, where first, Chris?
Well, we might as well start off with a nice tough one.
Ooh.
Les Bunkers.
So I should say you've got a sand wedge and a pitching wedge, Chris, and looking at these clubs, the thing that springs to mind for me is that leading edge. There's not a lot of...
Yeah, and this thing here. I don't know what that would be called.
That's the anti-shank.
Oh, is that what it is?
I think it's got to be, hasn't it?
Well, we'll try.
Graphite shafts.
Yeah.
Inesis 100. Beginner's set, really.
Yeah, I don't know what loft it is, but you know what?
What would you say if I said, right, Chris, you're going to play golf, that's your wedge for the day?
Well, I mean, it's got plenty of bounce, I'll give it that. Graphite shaft.
You're not a fan of opening the face up anyway, are you? So essentially it shouldn't be that.
No, but I think very much when it comes down to wedges, it's not always the club, same as a driver to be fair, it's not always the club, it's possibly the person using it.
Right, right, you're going to lead us off? See, senor. I'm going to get sand wedge out here. Oh, testing it, are we, just to see?
I remember the last video we did and you was practicing, so I thought I'll just bed it in.
What's the sand like? All right.
Sand's delightful. It's made a beautiful divot. Right. Play it different. Ah,
you see now that, I'm going to, in your defence, I'm going to say that's the club.
Yeah,
because it's bounced up.
You see it spin at the end. It did stop, I'll give it that.
Yeah, but it's not even in the semi, it's in the rough.
Well, I know, but well, it felt nice anyway. I am pleasantly surprised of how it felt.
Yeah, but you're miles away.
Well, I know, I'm just warming up. I'll give you a head start and then...
Warming up?
Give you a head start and then crush your dreams.
Just so you know, my dreams don't consist of beating you in a short game comp on a short game Saturday, but...
Oh, they do. That's what the fans think as well.
On the green, qualified.
I think we need to pace this out. It doesn't. There was no rules. No, there was no rules about being on the green.
You've got to, everyone knows in a short game comp you've got to be on the green to qualify.
I mean, this is a poor excuse, fans, who's taken a victory. Look at him. He's even hanging his head in shame.
I am taking that victory as well.
He's embarrassed himself. The Inesis had more spin than his. That's it. Keep walking.
I'll tell you now, mate. You can pace it out if you want, but it's me anyway.
All right, then I'll let you off.
Right, Chris, that's one up to me. Not my finest work, but...
Get me ball.
Yeah, it was on the green. What are we going to do next? We're going short-sided?
We'll go short-sided. So should we go from where I am or a bit further
We'll go a little bit further, I think. That's a little bit too easy for you. So, Chris, when people come to you for a lesson and they might turn up with the latest driver, a £600 driver, an exotic shaft in it and a new power caddy and all the rest, and then they might have wedges that are 25 years old.
Yep.
How does that make you feel as a short game expert?
Well, again, a lot of people spend a lot of money on your drivers, but you know, you're going to play a lot of chip shots, a lot of pick shots, probably a lot of bunker shots. It's the same with a putter. Not many people take the time to get the putter that's right for them. So, same with the wedges. If you can get a wedge that is more forgiving, it might be the Inesis 100. we're going to go with.
Don't act like you've not used them before.
The Inesis 100. Then if that works and it's going to save you shots, let's get the wedges that work for you. But don't just get some that are...
So what you're saying as well is don't just march in and buy an expensive VOKEY or an expensive ping wedge, or make sure it is right.
Yeah, make sure you've tried some. Don't just go, I know everybody has VOKEYs, so I'll get some VOKEYs. You might not like the leading edge, you might start to duff it, and then that could be down to the wedge, not down to you. But
see, I never really thought of that. That's a great point. That's why we get you on, Chris.
Oh, for the fans. Right, short-sided. I'm going to
This isn't an easy shot, I'm going to say.
Sand wedge again. I'm going to slightly open it.
Downhill.
Just
this can get away from you.
Just get it landing on the edge.
Oh. See, I do think there you're struggling for that bit of versatility. Correct. And it's not often I kind of back you when you hit a bad shot. Where did that come out on the face, Chris?
Pretty centred.
Yeah, pretty central.
But again, no, I can't really open it up because I might hit the
So it shows what happens to the kind of bounce in the leading edge when you do open that up. It kind of rises up.
Yeah.
And the last thing you want to do, if I get right under there, look.
And if we show like how far.
Yeah. That's the last thing you want, isn't it?
Middle of the ball, that's going back into the Le Bunker. I've hit the green, so make sure you hit the green.
Yeah, but I won anyway.
Right.
Trying to think what the shot is. I've got 56 again. I'd be tempted to get lob wedge, you know, and you know, like
full fill.
Yeah. When I was a kid playing here, that's exactly what I would do.
Well, let's go back. Let's roll back the years. Let's see some magic. Always playing some magic. Run out. Run out.
It definitely wasn't the best.
It's a bit of a Damien.
But yeah, so I caught the ground like there, and then it just worked through. But I've got some grass on me now. That's 2 up, mate.
Good batting.
So guys, slight side note today, we are filming at Wortley Golf Club. Huge thanks to the guys at Wortley for getting us out here. It's in fantastic condition, one of the best I've seen so far this year. So if you are in the area, get down here and give it a go. Thanks Rich for sorting it out. And also thanks for teaching me those lob shots back in the day, because it should be enough to beat him again.
Yeah, again, unfortunately. Well, it is your home club.
It is. Ooh, I love how they've made this fairway like kind of open up.
It's a cracking apron, this.
Yeah.
So we'll play a longer shot so I can use my Inesis 100 pitching wedge.
Are you expecting to get some spin on this?
No.
How does it feel? So you like it, if I pick this ball up, so it's a Pro V1 with a VOKEY wedge, it feels lovely and soft. You can hear that it's nice and soft.
It really does feel quite soft, to be fair. It doesn't feel as hard as you think. It's just the lack of ability to open it up and play different shots. It's very much for somebody who's going to have just a very one-dimensional technique.
I'd be interested to see the grooves as well. So obviously the grooves in these VOKEY wedges, they spend lots of money and lots of time making sure they are legal, but very, very impressive and deep. And I imagine they're just going to be...
I don't think much has gone into that one. To be quite frank.
We're going a bit further back, are you happy there?
Well, I'm happy here. I think I've got a victory in me here.
Right, you need one, mate.
Right, keep it square, because that's all we can do. Little pitching wedge.
Nice. That'll do you, mate. I think when you don't have to be versatile, it's okay. Was that a little bit toey?
No, that was...
Was it? Sorry, I apologise.
How dare you? That was the centeredness of strike. But it was soft. Didn't come off as fast as I thought.
See here, if I got one that's too versatile for me, it makes me want to...
Yeah, well, yeah. You see shots that no normal individual would see. A little bit heavy. Oh, and I might have snuck it by a foot.
I think you've snuck one there, you know. I'd be really disappointed with that playing as well.
Bit of a drop kick again.
Yeah.
Consistent. Right, 2-1. Back in the game. Inesis 100. Under the tree?
Yeah. Right, Chris, a place where I spent a lot of my youth. In the trees.
and your young
Look at the
adult.
foliage here.
I know, it's unbelievable.
So how versatile is it in a case of working the loft?
Well, here it's going to be square. It's coming out of the rough, which is you would square up a normal wedge if you had a VOKEY. So here could play to my advantage.
This camera angle looked amazing until I just booted the tripod then.
That's like when I camera. when I'm the chief cameraman.
Look, so like it's funny, people are watching, you get a really nice kind of scenic kind of view, you get it looking really cool, and then you just boot the tripod like that. So I apologise for that.
Right, so just missed that sprinkler head. Ooh, not bad.
It's come out alright there. This isn't a shot that you're going to get amazingly close, is it?
You'd certainly take it.
Right, I'm going to go gap wedge this time, I think.
Fiddy.
Yeah. And that's obviously where, when you do kind of get a set of wedges like this, you can get wedges to suit you. You can get more versatile wedges. You can get a lob wedge, a gap wedge. That looked really good until I missed that, didn't it? Lob wedge, gap wedge, you can get whatever loft you want and bounce you want. Whereas when you get the cheaper ones, you just kind of get what's on the shelf and get what you're given for the price. Where were you, Chris?
Just where your right foot is, back a bit. Yeah, there. Some great foliage.
Good, looks good, doesn't it?
Right, 50.
Well, I see what you mean about missing the sprinkler.
I'll play a bit of a draw.
That's delightful, isn't it?
Well, that's.
You know what makes that even worse as well?
I know. See, this is what I'm having to deal with, folks.
I've
flushed it. James has hit it off the toe end.
Oh dear. I think that's a victory, Chris. We'll go one more.
Even the fans know he gets lucky.
That was wonderful. you know. Right.
Me all his mates at Worley.
Oh, it's like being back at school, isn't it? Right, where we're going.
Butterfly. 3-1, 1 to play.
3-1, Chris. And that, I mean, do you think you would be winning if you had your wedges, which is the whole reason for this video? Or, like, you know in yourself if you've hit decent chips. I think the bunker shot you unlucky with the first one, that's got you off to a bad start.
I think, yeah, so you'll see that they're not very versatile. If I had my wedges, I'd probably have a lot better chance of a lot more control. But again, if I'd used these for a long time, then we could get used to them. Again, it all comes down to sound technique.
And what about the feel in the shaft and the kick point and the weight of it? Because often when people do have graphite irons, you will have normal steel shafted wedges.
Correct, yeah. So it's very hard, especially when you start to play the longer shots, in controlling how they're going to flex, how they're going to interact. You know, the club might fall behind you, and it can be hard with strike, especially if you've got a very fast, aggressive motion.
Like yourself.
Yeah.
Right, interesting. Let me get down here without breaking my leg. I actually spent a lot of time here as well. Look at the foliage we've got here for that. Oh, it's like a 3D camera, this.
It's like being with David Attenborough today.
Right.
Oh, there's a foal or pheasant or filly.
Filly. Isn't that a horse?
Oh yeah, there's Phil. See, it's like being with Attenborough. Right, okay, so I'm going to go out of this thicker stuff.
I'll tell you what, Chris, as well, hole it and I'll give you the game.
Oof. I've got my sand wedge, Inesis 100.
And how's that like looking like it's going to cut through there? Because there's a lot of stuff.
Well, I think because it's a very straight and sharpish leading edge, I think this should be good. Pop it up a little bit, land it on the green, and then see if it'll trickle out and go in. Ooh, it snagged.
Ooh.
Played the contours.
Did you mean to do that?
No, but I missed the green. It certainly snagged on that big hosel.
And this is where it gets interesting for me, like that, your face just shut down straight away, didn't it?
Yeah, face shut down, grass caught around here, close it straight down.
You're lucky not to go in the bunker.
It got a lucky bounce, I'll give it that.
Right, just get her on the green. Oh.
You know, fringe camps, it has to be inside mine. Not playing your rules, or just duff it on the front. Ooh, same to you.
Go on. I mean, I know it's not great, but from there, that could go anywhere. So I'm going to take a 10-foot putt uphill.
I think that's 3-2.
My head wasn't in, so we're going to have to do that again.
Was it not?
Doesn't matter. It's a win anyway, Chris. I'm taking it.
Nobody wanted to see James's head anyway.
I'm taking it. So, Chris, how are you going to round that up? What do you think?
So I think if they are in your set, you know, if you've got an Inesis 100 set, then I would definitely suggest looking at a fitting for wedges. Get something that's a little bit more versatile. These will only get you so far. As you can see, you're very limited to what shots you can play.
You put up a good fight there, to be fair to you.
Yeah, they're not, you know, they did feel all right, but again, you couldn't really be aggressive with shots. I couldn't open it up. I couldn't really do a lot. Again, you've got to have sound technique, but you also need something that can play multiple shots.
Even if you get one fitted versatile wedge in the bag, just to help you out.
Yeah, even if you went for something like James has got, maybe he's 56, 54, something in between, something that's a little bit different that gives you the option.
Right, there we go. So guys, there you go. Thank you ever so much for watching. That was another rare episode actually of Short Game Saturdays. He's that busy.
It is at the moment.
World domination,
See.
sort of, something like that.
See.
Slash going out on a Friday.
Oh no, look at that, you.
Oh, who's moved that? Honestly, greenkeepers have been out very quickly, haven't they? Because I thought that was going to go in. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Really hope you have enjoyed that. If you have, make sure you do smash that subscribe button below. Leave us a like, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye. Is it in? No.
Not a bad shot.